What makes a Seventh-day Adventist special to God? Why is it that Seventh-day Adventists, perhaps more than any other church on the face of the earth, put so much time and effort into getting other people to join their church? Those Adventists who live in countries that have winter, their evangelism period is the summer. Rest of the year. And those who live in year-round warm climates, perhaps evangelism goes on more frequently. But we have a history of evangelizing others. Am I right? Yes. Now, you need to understand why you do that. If you don't understand, you shouldn't do it. Because it causes tremendous stress and agony and anguish when some people make decisions to accept our message. Some are banished by their family members. They lose their jobs. They are ostracized by their friends. Why? What makes the Adventists special? What made the Jews special to God? Let's reread Romans chapter 3, reading verse 1. What advantage then hath the Jew? Or what profit is there of circumcision? Verse 2, much everywhere. Much. Now before we identify the much, let's skip down to verse 9. What then? Are we better than they? On a human level, is a Jew better than a Gentile? No. On a human level, is an Adventist better than a Baptist? No. Come on, say amen. You're not better than a Baptist. Or worse. What then? Are we better than they? Romans 3:9. No, says Paul, in no wise. For we have before proved, both Jews and Gentiles, that they are all under sin. And sin has one remedy, and that is Christ. The remedy works for the Jew, the remedy works for the Gentile. So there's no difference. By the way, that's how simple the gospel is. I don't care if you're Canadian, a Nigerian, a Japanese, a Russian, a Malaysian, a Martian, you have one problem. What's that problem? Sin. And there's only one solution. What's that? Christ. Does your culture change that? Absolutely not. What then? Are we better than they? No, in no wise, for we have before proved, both Jew and Gentiles, that they are all under sin. Now let's go back to verses 1 and 2 of Romans chapter 3 as we continue with the mighty cleaver of truth. What advantage then hath the Jew? Or what profit is there of circumcision? Verse 2, much every way. Chiefly. What does the word chiefly mean? Primarily, principally, of highest importance. Listen carefully and think. Chiefly, because that unto them were committed what? The oracles of God. The message, the word that God gave to the Jews is that which more than anything else distinguished them. They were distinguished by their message, not by how holy they were. Moses tells us in Deuteronomy 9:24, thou hast been rebellious against the Lord from the day that I knew you. And he did not know them at the beginning of the 40 years. He knew them before he went into exile. Am I going too fast?